Good evening and welcome to the Palo Alto School District Board meeting for the month of July. This meeting is the meeting of the Board of Education and public for the purpose of conducting school district business and is not considered a public community meeting. There is a time for public participation during the meeting. Can I have roll call, please, Mr. Bassler?
Mrs. Morris, absent. Mrs. McIntosh,
Here.
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. Miller,
Here.
Mrs. Milligan.
Here. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this month, we do not have any student or program recognition. And there are not any administrator reports for this month as well.
In August, we will have a whole series of those as well for that, so.
We'll catch up. At this time, we'd like to welcome any visitors to come forward for any comments. Visitors that wish to address the board are requested to state their name, address, topic, and organization if appropriate, and comply with the board policy pertaining to visitors. All meetings of the board and the board-appointed committees will be open to the public. In order for the board to fulfill its obligation to complete the planned agenda in an effective and efficient fashion, a maximum of 30 minutes of public participation will be permitted at each meeting. Any person addressing the board shall state his or her name and address and will be allotted no more than 3 minutes to speak. During that period, no person may speak twice unless allowed by the board president or presiding officer. All comments should be directed to the board president or presiding officer. Do we have any visitors tonight that would like to speak? Come on up.
My name is Bill Mooresborn. I live at 517 Robertson Drive. I'd like to talk about the school income tax. I was approached by somebody about signing a petition to repeal the income tax. And I don't make decisions like that lightly, and I declined at that time. I've never voted against a school income tax, property tax. I'm a strong supporter of public education. However, looking at my gray hair, I'm a senior, and does the board have the ability to make this an earned income tax credit, or an earned income tax? Can you answer that? Are you allowed?
The answer is, if we do, we would have to go back and we have to vote it on as well.
Okay, thank you. So that's what my issue would be. I mean, if you read Facebook, which everything's true on Facebook, right? But I think some of the things are true, and I think the school board has a decent sized unencumbered surplus, and I think the seniors with property taxes and income taxes and so on and so forth could benefit from a break. It's my understanding that this person is going to get their number of signatures on the ballot, and if I were in your shoes, I would not roll the dice on losing the seniors or losing everybody. So I hope that you would use wisdom in that, and I'd like to see I'd like to see the school income tax become an earned income tax, so that it would give the seniors who are on fixed income some sort of break. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Larry Alcorn with a 350 Welcome Way. Graduated of Carlisle, 77. Family's the third generation. I like Bill, certainly believe in quality education and all that. And last several weeks, like anybody, I'm watching on Facebook, and some's true, some not, Bill said. But the concern I have is, and I think Bill pointed out, if person person gets enough signatures with the ballot, the concern is, if it gets the ballot, it could be voted down. So, if you think about it, is there a happy medium somewhere to, there's a win-win? For an example, you know, I think the board could roll back all of it, percentage or something. The board can do that, if the board chooses to. Now, that said, it's a 1%, you know, the encumbered funds that we talk about. I assume that's true, it's public knowledge. And I realize, you know, it goes from 10 million, well, there's 10 million there. But we need a bus barn, and I've heard a number of 8 million, which take a lot of that, but there's no bus barn probably worth $8 million. It can be done. So I think we need solvency, but in faith to the older people community, there's a lot of people, and the reason it's not getting much traction, quite honestly, I looked at Facebook, I didn't even know about it. And there's people in the Nona community that did know about it, and they're like, why do you talk about that? Oh, that's crazy. So the concern is, the ballot, because I think in 03 when it passed, it only passed with 7 or 9 votes. It was close. And a lot of the no's are still breathing air. They're old, but they're breathing air. So I would recommend the possibility is instead of rolling it all for full intent in the compromise of maybe, like I think Bill introduced an earned income, roll it back from 1% to a 0.25, a quarter. They still had something out of 1 and put it on as an earned income, the difference. That's just a recommendation because don't want to see us go backwards. The same token, you know, so I mean, I retired December as well. I get all that. We all want to pay it forward, but we all have property. We all see 69% of it goes to the school anyway. We want the school to thrive. We don't want to be like Frank's got a brand new school. I heard just today. Now they got to get a Carlisle 1% to operate. Don't know if that's true. That's what I was told today. So it takes money to run the system. I ran a business. So that's just recommendations. I'd find looking for a compromise because if it goes to ballot, it may not. That's concerned. It may not be pleasant. That's it.
Thank you, Larry. And Bill. Do we have any other comments?
First of all, thank you, gentlemen, for coming. I will say the $8 million cost for the bus garage is not correct. We had put out a plan back in, I believe it was April or May, with some rough costs. We were looking at a possibility of it being anywhere between 1.5 to 2 based on those prices. Yeah, but obviously at this point, we're not even moving forward with that based on where we are. So just so you had at least some correct information from us. Yes. So thank you for bringing that up to both of you.
At this time, can we have your report, Mr. Massler?
Sure, Mr. McIntosh. First thing is non-action items. One thing I want to mention for non-action items is Capital Conference registration is coming up in the next month or so. So I'll be getting with board members to see if you would like to attend the Capital Conference this year. The Capital Conference is a week later than normal. It's November 16, 17, and 18. And as you can see later in our agenda, that conflicts with one of our board meetings, and we'll have to move a board meeting so that we can attend the conference. But I'll be getting with you, so think about whether you would like to attend this year, and I'll be getting with you to double check and see who wants to go. Action items. First is we need an approval for the regular board meeting minutes, which was on June 23rd.
Can I get a motion to approve? First by Mr. Jewell. Second. By Mrs. Milligan, second. Can I have roll call, please?
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
and Mrs. McIntosh.
Yes.
First by Mr. Jewell, second. The next, I need approval for the financial reports. As always, they were part of your packet. We have, again, fiscal year end June 30. We have closed the books for the year end. And based on the number of boxes and deliveries that we've been getting in the last week, we restarted the next school year with the order to get stuff in, to get ready for school during the next couple of weeks. If there's no questions on the financial report, on the approval.
Can I get a motion to approve, please? First by Mrs. Miller,
Second.
second by Mrs. Milligan. Can I have a roll call, please, Mr. Bassler?
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Jewell. And then next, need board approval for the donation of a Laser Rabbit from Laser Rabbit USA in Middletown, of a laser machine that is going to be used in our STEM classroom, with the estimated dollar amount of the donation being $3,500. The machine is here, and Quentin has brought us some examples of what the machine can do, and it's really cool. Yeah, we should have brought an example or two with us to the meeting, but we did the approval for the donation.
Can I get a motion to approve? First by Mr. Jewell,
Second.
second by Mrs. Milligan. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes. Oh, sorry, it's confused. I'm used to not being first, or in, like being last.
Thank you very much.
It's
I'll
always
let
in
you
days.
guys tonight.
Yeah.
That's my report for the month, thank you.
Mr. Fisher, can we have your superintendent report, please?
First of all, I wanted to remind everybody about Railroad Days. There's going to be some change with Railroad Days this year. It's going to be out on the corner of Jamaica and Fairview, kind of back to where it used to be. We've talked with the city and have worked out some a partnership with that. We're basically providing the land and the city's taking care of the electric and everything else that's needed for that. So that'll be the process. The Railroad Days is the 15th and the 16th. The parade will be on the 16th. We'll meet here at the school as we have in the past, and we'll hop on a bus and I'll drive you guys over to Railroad Days. Just so that information's in there. But looking forward to having it up front. I know it seems like it's going to be a little bit bigger as far as the number of vendors they have. I think the last check there was 24. I'm on the committee, so I hear some of this. We don't have a meeting for every week. They're up to 3 bands for that event as well. 2 for Saturday, I think 1 for Friday night. So there's a lot of activities we're looking at doing. I think just moving the location from back out from the back up front, I think would be nice. So, update on the track. Obviously, we've sent out a lot of stuff. Continue to send things out on social media. Dan, myself, Patrick, met with Brad, and Brian Scranton met with Brad, our project manager, on July 24th to do a walk around. There are a couple things that were brought up that some of the rain we've had, which has made this an extremely unusual July, the amount of rain we've had this year, including when we had the spring. But it certainly has allowed us to see some drainage things. There were a couple pictures that we took of some flooding areas around the corners. A lot of that we believe is things that we need to continue to fix. I think I reported last July where we had lowered the surface of the football field down to meet the track. There's still some areas because of grass not settling in that have built up a little bit more. So we think once those areas have been taken care of, that'll naturally go away. There were some concerns at times too about some of what looked like bubbling on the track surface, but it was actually just excess material. When you go over to the surface, if you see any of those areas and you pull on it, nothing comes away from it. So that's just the tendency of what happens when you put those surfaces. If you ever watched the process, we were here when we did it. They're literally just spraying that surface on, and then they put down another surface and we'll go back and spray more on. And because it's a handmade, it's actually, it looks like a golf course or a golf cart that has a rudder on the back of it that spits out the material. It's a neat process, but I mean, it looks like it was pretty well tight. There's one area that they're going to look at with some drainage to see if there's anything we can do right around the turn by the concession stand for lane 5 and 6. We'll see what we can do. It's not a major concern, but it could delay tracking if we have them. And then there's an area by the chute. But it's going well. We said there's a lot of stuff still going on. The fencing has been put in. There's painting continuing. So by our first, won't be for the scrimmage on the 8th or 9th, whatever date that scrimmage is, but by the 22nd, when we open up at Ridge National Trail for our first home game, we'll be ready to go. Summer activities continue to be busy. I'm actually going to send out something to the community tomorrow, let me know. The painting, most of the striking on the first floor has been done. We actually have a group in here from the chamber today. We held a chamber event here for the Northwest Chamber of Commerce. And we walked around and it was amazing listening to people talk about what they see on the first floor after talking about all the striking and painting that had been done. And then when they go up to the second floor, they were all like, do notice a considerable difference because we haven't gotten that part yet. Rodney will be painting stripes next summer on that one, or gray. So I think he's tired of seeing gray and red at this point. But they've done a great job of painting handrails, and the building looks sharp on top of the rest of the cleaning. It's been pointed out. We've got tons of boxes being delivered, getting ready for the new school year. Speaking of which, obviously we're getting before our next board meeting. We will have started everything. A little bit something different we're doing this year with our new staff that's being hired. We're doing a 2-day orientation. In the past, we did 1 half day. Last year, we expanded it a little bit, and this year we're going to go to 2 days. And part of that 2 days is not only learning about the different facets and things that they need to know to be effective staff members here, we're also going to do a district-wide tour. We're going to put them on a bus and drive them around the district so they can get a feel of what Carlisle is and what they know and what they see in the houses and things. On top of the building tour, and then just some general piecemeal ideas about technology and progress, but a little bit about our culture. So a little bit of change of that, and then our teachers start on August, the full staff come in on August the 18th. We've got 3 very, very busy days planned with staff meetings, and then on the 20th, we would full our first in-service talking about artificial intelligence, AI, and how do you use it in class, and also looking at our literacy. So those would be 2 things that we're going to be focusing on this year. Open houses are scheduled for the 18th for the secondary, the 20th for the elementary, the 21st for kindergarten, and the 25th for preschool. So it's hard to believe when I left the staff on May, whatever date that was, I said there were 80 days. We're down to the teens now. So it's amazing how quickly everything goes. That's my report. Any questions on that? Okay. Moving on to action items. The first is under general district business. We need approval for an updated rental facility schedule, which basically just updates some of our language, including language needed if they have food items that they're bringing in, or food is part of it, as well as just updating our costs for things such as custodial, technology, etc. Letter B and C are approval of our Montgomery County ESC contract, one for 35 days for curriculum services, and the other is a contract for 10 days for Career Navigator, which is going to work with our secondary students to help with career management and career planning as they move forward. Letter D is to approve, as Dan mentioned, the change of our Board of Education meeting from Monday, November 17th, due to the OSBA Capital Conference, and moving it to Wednesday, the 19th at 6 o'clock. Letter E is updating our field trip rate for our bus drivers, and letter F is updating our supplemental for PBIS. Any questions?
Can I get a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
First by Mrs. Milligan,
Second.
second by Mrs. Miller. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. McIntosh.
Yes.
Letter number 2, not letter, is certified employment of a 5th grade teacher, Chloe Miller, and our pre-K 6 guidance counselor, Nicole Owens.
Can I get a motion to approve, please? So moved. First by Mrs. Milligan,
Second.
second by Mrs. Miller. Can I get roll call, please?
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Jewell.
Thanks for the morning.
Number 3 is resignation of 2 staff members. One is due to moving out of state, and the other is taking a job in the school district as a teacher.
Can I get a motion to approve, please? First by Mr. Jewell,
Second.
second by Mrs. Miller. Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh.
Yes.
For A through E, we did separate out F due to staff and family member being on the board. So letter A through E is for employment of 2 subs and 3 classroom education aides.
Can I get a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
First by Mrs. Milligan,
Second.
second by Mrs. Miller. Can I get roll call, please?
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Jewell.
And letter F is the hiring of another class for another educational aide.
Can I get a motion to approve, please? First by Mrs. Miller, second by Mrs. Milligan.
Yes.
Can I get roll call, please?
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Jewell.
And number 5, to complete my report, is updating and hiring of supplemental employment, girls tennis, soccer, and 1 mentor position, 2 mentor positions, excuse me, and our instructional positions in the school year.
Can you get a motion to approve, please? First by Mr. Jewell,
Second.
second by Mrs. Milligan. Can we get roll call, please?
Mr. Jewell, Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
That concludes my report for this month.
So, legislative report, it's kind of been a lot on the news here recently. Right now, Governor DeWine did veto some line items, and now that's going nowhere. They are trying to reverse his veto. They're not going to plan on going back in session until after Labor Day. As far as the talk about property tax and how schools are funded, we don't expect any more decisions or anything until December 31st, the very end of this year. So again, we are kind of in limbo.
I would suspect we will hear something when there's something that you all would have to do in order to
Yeah.
write these plans and reverse those statements.
So hopefully it works out. So that is my legislative report. Do we have anything from Miami Valley CTC?
No, they had a regular board meeting on July 22nd at 7 p.m.
Any old business? Any new business? I just want to say, being a teacher as well, and doing some other things around here besides school board, I am in and out in the summertime, doing a variety of boosters, football, whatever. And I think our community is going to be very impressed with, not only just the painting and stuff, but just very impressed with the cleanliness of our schools and all the extra things that we try to make this the best we can for our kids. So I just wanted to invite people for those open house nights. If you haven't been in a while, come see us. Next on the agenda is we need to go into an executive session for the purpose of the treasurer and superintendent valuations. We are not going to have any action to follow. Mr. Baxter?
We don't have a voting line here
Yeah.
because we must have missed that.
Oh, okay.
We do need a voting line.
Okay, I thought it looked a little weird. So first by Mr. Jewell,
Second.
second by Milligan. Can we have roll call, please?
Mr. Jewell,
Miller, sorry.
Doesn't matter. Either one of us. Either way.
I wrote down Milligan too.
Okay.
Mrs. Milligan,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
and Mrs. McIntosh.
Yes.
And the time in executive session is 6:23.
Thank you.
Thank you.